Hello everybody and welcome back to day 3 of Subsistence. Now, I know the last two have been kind of boring. Hopefully this one gets a little bit more fun. As I said, one of the realistic factors about this particular simulator is it does have an extremely slow progression. So that's just one of those things that we're just going to have to sort of deal with. But let's see if we can go ahead and at least keep some action moving here. So let's start working on some further building. And let's see what we got here. I think we can do another wall. Well, you know what? Let's cancel that wall. Let's do a window wall. And that's going to be about it for the moment. Oh, you know what, though? Let's cancel that. Let's do that. I think the two walls would probably be better at this point, because that's the nice thing about this particular simulator is we can actually move all of those walls that we set down around. So it makes it really nice. Drop that guy right there. And we're just waiting for the other one. And we're waiting for sunrise. And I think we're also going to see about crafting a fishing rod. I got to get some stuff for that first, it looks like. Let's see what we have in the bin. I don't want to burn myself. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got in here. So we do have that. But I don't think we've got the stuff for the bait, but I don't think we have. We need sticks, and I don't think it doesn't look like I have. Oh, I have a few logs on me. There we go. Let's bring those down here. It's easier to track them. And let's build some sticks. And those will be really handy. You know, we're just going to use them all. Well, at least we'll save a few. Because we're also going to need to make some arrows here. I think we're running a little low. What do we have on arrows? 6. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Let's craft a fishing rod. We have cordage for the bait. Let's move that over here. Oh no! I was just sitting here thinking to myself that I don't want to let that burn out, but oh well. So much for that plan. But again, that's okay. So we can at least get some breakfast. Well, I guess I don't need that there. We will need the fishing pole. Want to wait a little bit longer. Got water. Yeah, protein. Vegetables are okay. I don't think I have any veggies in here, do I? I mean, we could eat... You know what? Might as well eat the kelp. It's going to expire before... Damn, I really didn't want to do that, but alright. Let's eat 5 at least. Actually, might as well eat the rest. That's a drag. But it gets us moving. Alright, sun's on its way up. We still have to monitor the temp. We'll see what it is when we leave. Yeah, 4 degrees. That's not too bad. Alright, so fishing is pretty cool though. So you have to make sure you have at least the tackle in here. But so we're going to right click. We're going to pull back just like you normally would. And then on the way forward, we're going to hit left click. So here we go. It's kind of a high cast versus a long cast, but that's all right. And of course, the natural weight with fishing. Oh, it bobbed a little bit. And you'll see the bobber there sink into the water when it's time. You don't want to strike without something being hooked on, otherwise it'll break the line. So you really got to be patient. Now you can reel it in a little bit if you want. We just gotta wait for a minute. And this is why we always grab those big trees every time we get near one. Come on. It's a great simulation of like Castaway kind of status. I mean, you really start from scratch. Obviously the toolkits and the bags help, but very slow progression as it would be out in the real world. You know, you're not going to have power saws and all that good jazz at the ready for you. Got infection that you can see, that red icon on the right side of the screen. That's from not washing my hands after butchering an animal. Which I don't remember us killing an animal. Wonder when that happened. Maybe I did. Come on. There it is. Pull it. Hold that left click. Boom. Got him. Start reeling him in. Let's see what we got for dinner today. Actually, I guess it's going to be breakfast, really. Let's see. What did we get? And you just walk up. Land fish. He's a tiny guy. But we got him. What is it? Yeah, that's too bad. I was hoping for better than that. But it'll get us going. So, we do have to do some of the boring stuff. So I want to get the fire going. Actually, I need to watch how much. You really want to be careful about sprinting too much. I will say there is an app out there called Wemod. Okay, if you guys look up WEMOD. It is out there, and it's got some hacks. Infinite life, infinite stamina, no worries about nutrition, things like that. Now, a lot of that really ruins the gameplay, and it really ruins the idea behind the sim. But I will say the infinite stamina, if you were to use one, it will help with the progression. Because you can... Oh, I think there's also one for unlimited ammo. It does help with the progression. Because obviously, you know, you don't have to worry about the animals as much. Let's see, I think it's infinite stamina, infinite durability, and infinite ammo. I would say those are the three if you're going to use one. Just at least in the beginning to get you going, that would make sense. It really does accelerate the process quite a bit because the infinite stamina, obviously, you're impacted by running too much. Like I said, if you run too much, then your stamina and your food goes right down the toilet. You know what? I'm kind of worried those game sounds are a little too loud, so I'm going to bring them down just a bit. Looked like they were clipping a little bit. But, so it does help. Makes a difference. We might use some of that later on in the series. This is just for funsies. I'm not trying to break any records or meet any integrity goals here. And I know this is a very slow sim, so I do understand. And it takes a long time. I mean, hopefully, you know, as we really start progressing, you guys will start seeing more and more of the value of it. I will say the first few days can be very, very hard to get through because you don't have anything established. You don't have the base. You don't have the resources. You don't have the cool tech to get you into all the neat places, but there's a lot of really neat stuff that's going to be developed later on as we progress forward. So, you know, just stick with me. We'll get through the boring stuff together, hopefully. But it'll be good. It'll be good, I promise. Now our goal is to survive the winter. We have a full year set, I believe, at 200 days, and, you know, we're on day 4 now, actually, I think, because day 3 just ended. So we're on day 4 now. You know, you guys will be surprised how quickly it'll go by. I want to get some arrows together today so we can start working on some clothing. You know, at the very least, I'd like to get some shoes. Shoes are going to be the hard one. They really are. They're going to be the hardest one to get. because we have to take down a leopard, and I don't know that we have the ability to do that without a gun. Now, we can make a shotgun here in a little bit too. So there's a few steps that we can address here in a little bit, but speaking of an arrow, there we go. All right, got some carrots. This thing is, you want to be constantly watching the ground. There's just so much more than you think. And those fibers that we keep picking up, like that last one, you cannot get enough of them, I'm telling you. You're going to use them so quickly. So anytime you see one of these guys right up here, you want to be sure to grab that. We develop on. Soon we'll make a garden bed. Start worrying about growing some vegetables. We'll slowly expand that into a full-on greenhouse at some point. You can have glass frames, and like you can get really elaborate with the buildings if you're willing to put in the effort. It just takes a lot of time. It really does. It takes a long time. And there are ways around that too, but that requires like hacking the inventory and things like that. And that's just, at that point, like that really does take the fun out of it. So it's not fun waiting to get all these cool resources, and at the same token, like that's where the gratification comes in the simulator, is when you finally make it to that point. So if you like go through the cheats and hacking your inventory and things like that, just like at that point, you know, why bother, right? The pigs, as long as you leave them alone, typically they'll run from you. So they're not near as much of a concern. I will warn you, if you make them upset, if you shoot at them, hit them, etc., and they make it to you, they're going to F you up. Almost always you can count on a broken bone after messing with one of them. So just keep that in mind. They're not the worst. But I think that is a... Give me a second here. I didn't realize I had an alert set up on this, so give me just a second. Just dawned on me that's what I'm hearing. There we go. You guys shouldn't have to hear that anymore. Still had my stream configuration up. And then there are days like these where you're crossing your fingers for bags and supplies and you just don't get them. We got plenty of wood. That's great. But it's a real drag when you're trying to get the materials you need to keep building. And the nails are everything. They really are. They're everything. What I typically do is just sort of wander every, 20, 30 feet. Then I'll hit another tree. Keeping up with the wood is probably one of actually the most boring parts. I don't really mind walking around looking for stuff. Gotcha. By the way, you want to make sure when you pick these guys up, you kill them. Alright, cool. So we got a little bit more to eat. Still need more nails in order to make more arrows. But anyway, yeah, gathering the wood is extremely boring. Like, there's just no taking that out of it. There's no way to get around that. Do we have... Oh, I don't. Because I think there's one of the really cool locked boxes up here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just a shadow. Thought I saw one. It's like you never know if you're walking in the right direction or if you're just going into more emptiness. And some days are like that. Some days are a drag. Hello. Here's one of the big trees. Get another worm out of this one. Good fishing bait. There we go. Grab more medicinal herbs. Come on, man. Give me some bags. The rabbits will have leather. Ah! I missed. Where's my arrow? At least my arrow didn't break. I've been having the worst luck with that on another profile I have. Where every time I fire the damn arrow, it feels like I break it. And soon we'll make a pick where we can start. See, we can hit those with an axe, the ores that are up on the walls. There we go. But they don't yield as much. So, all right, we've definitely got supper at least. Definitely got some food. But I think as far as resources, today's going to be a bad day. It's not looking good. Which is the drag. These days are the worst because, I mean, that's what stops the progression at the end of the day. Days where you don't find the kits are days where you're just not doing much that day. And I think we have a locked box right over here by this tree. Yep. Damn. Ugh. It's like the worst when you find one you can't do anything with it. Let's see, where are we? So almost directly across. I'll have to remember that. As far as I can tell, these seem to remain static, so if we can get the parts to make another key, we'll have to come over and get it. Yeah, man, this is a drag. Not a good day. Although I think we got some vegetables right there. Looks like some more carrots. See what we got. Yep. Okay. Protein is dry. Damn. Now, with these, it's up to you. Typically, as long as I'm finding other things like the apples, I will, I'll extract the seed because I'd rather be able to grow more later than just waste them now and eat them. Not that you won't find more, it's just, you know, the seeds don't seem to expire. Oh, hey, here's a bag. Let's hope for some good stuff. Nails, nails, nails. Yeah, we got some. 6. Cool. I like that the nails are used for arrows because they're puts them as part of the weapons package too. So, oh hey, there's another one. Good stuff. Come on. There's more nails. All right, that's what we want, guys. That's what we want. Looks like we're coming into a more dense area. Let's keep wandering around here. Once you start finding bags like close by, you want to sort of stay in that vicinity and walk around a bit. Remember, we don't walk past the big trees. I know it's boring, but we want that worm at the end. They're critical for fishing, especially if you can't hunt. Those fish will keep you alive, that's for darn sure. Usually, protein's the hardest to get a hold of. Usually. It's definitely one of the first to wipe out. Like, we are completely dry. Eventually, we're going to start getting penalized for it. We'll start losing health if we don't replenish it soon, but just take a quick peek. Ah, see what I'm saying? There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to let go. My bad. More nails. All right, let's start crafting some planks. Let's get that going so we can do some building when we get back to base. We'll get a campfire going. Get our lunch started. I guess it'll be like dinner. We'll let Bunny Foo-Foo live for now. Be real stingy with your arrows in the beginning, you know. And I'm telling you, these fibers, they're just as important as the bags. That cordage is gold. And then you also need the fibers to make your fire starter kit if you don't have matches. So anytime you see them, you want to grab them. Where are we at with time? About half day. We'll start. Well, I mean, we're basically... Hello. Yep. He's following me, but he's not chasing me yet. So we're going to have to run. Oh, shit. Not good. Ah. Ugh. Okay. Well, I wanted to go that way. You know what? Just because of that, we're going to save the game. There we go. Just in case we die. I don't want to lose all this stuff that we finally picked up. Let's head down the coast here. I'm looking to just make a big circle, kind of. I mean, we're gonna reach the fence line eventually and then cut across, but I kind of wish I had went a little more inland before I planted the base, but that's all right. Live and learn. Get out of there, Bunny. You don't want to be up there. Mean guys up there. Ah, dude, another freaking bear. Come on, buddy. You don't have to be like this to me, pal. Although we're getting some good vegetables. Alright, let's sprint past him. Leave me alone? Okay. Alright, we're going to be heading back here in just a second. It's something in my eyeball. Alright, see, so there's the fence line. So what we'll do is just cross over here. Keep an eye out for kelp while we're swimming. Which, shockingly, I'm actually not seeing any of. Okie dokie. Now, even though we're on an island, take a quick cruise around, because a lot of the time you'll find bags and everything over here too. Like that guy right there. That's good stuff, man. Alright, we'll go ahead and eat those two. Alright, are the fish still good? I really hope we didn't lose those fish. I think we lost the fish. Oh no, I didn't. That's oh, that's right. You can either harvest the oil or we can eat it. Oh, that's right, because we didn't catch a big enough fish. You know, I think with this one, we're going to harvest the oil. Fish oil is a big one. We use it for quite a few things. And then, of course, our fibers. We would never leave those behind. And let's swim on home. There's some kelp there. We'll go grab it real quick. There we go. All right. Now the good news is the only thing we need from here, just need to fuel it. And we actually have matches already, so we have the ignition. Let's ignite it. Let's get our food on the table here, or on the burner. Let's see, those are seeds. The kelp we just picked up. Now we're going to need more to eat than that. That's actually not very much, unfortunately. It's not going to get us very far. But we have 23 and we only got 19 nails. We didn't get as much nails as I wanted, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, see, we need 10 just for the door. So we're going to go ahead and make the door. Can I make another? Nope, can't even make another platform. Mercy. So I think what I'm going to do for tomorrow is I'm going to burn a whole day where I just run around and grab us a whole bunch of resources. Or maybe we'll camp outside. And then that way for the next day we can come back and we'll be able to really put a good house together. Make sure you cook your meals well until you get those green bonuses there. It's going to make a big difference. Alright, but that definitely helps. Also, let's try making another tackle. See if we can do a little bit more fishing. And see, we picked up quite a bit of cordage there, which is nice. And we can put some of this stuff away here. Let's see, I think that can go away. That can get put away. Okay. That's good stuff there. That can get moved down. All this stuff we want to keep here. What about you? Nope. 3 and 7? Yeah, we can do that. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what was it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. I don't think I grabbed that third one. 3. There we go. All right. Let's make a wood burner. That'll be helpful. So this is how you have to have all these resources. You have to have your energy, which is located up here, and your mass. And now I kind of wish I hadn't started that fire, but that's all right. It'll be ready for tomorrow. And then just like any other object, we're going to drop that in. And hopefully without burning myself. And that's the nice thing is everything you place, you can still move later on. But there, now we got a little burner. We'll be able to get rid of the fire. I mean, honestly, we can extinguish it. I wish I could extract the fuel, but you can't. So, but what we can do is we can dismantle it with the delete key and we'll get half the resources. So it's not the worst thing, not the best thing, but now we would just fuel that. And then we can also move our fat, this guy here. And once we light it, it will start creating this, our biofuel. So those wood burners are really nice. They're very helpful. And from here, got a little doorway. So there we go. It started. Still a long way to go. But did we ever make our tackle? Let's make one more tackle. We'll do one more round of fishing, see if we can catch a good fish. And then I think we'll call it a night at this point. That'll be the end of day 4. And like I said, I think day 5 I'm going to skip on the series. We'll pick back up on day 6. I think tomorrow I'm just going to burn a whole day, maybe even 2 days, just gathering a crap ton of resources where we can really get things moving here. Do we have our tackle yet? Yep. All right. So, oh, no, I want you. And we're going to come back and zoom. Boop. And we'll just wait here for a minute. Oh, of course I put it away. All right, waiting for that bobber to sink. Always the fun part of fishing, right? It actually looks like a really beautiful area if it wasn't for all the things that are out here trying to kill us. Boom. Got it. Let's bring it in. Let's hope it's a big one this time. Can't really tell yet. Kind of looks like the same thing that we just picked up, but hopefully it'll be something better than that. Maybe it's bigger. Let's see. Can't tell. Nah. Itty bitty guy. That's a drag. Alright, well, we're not going to worry about harvesting his oil, but what we are going to do is take one of our biofuels, craft a starter kit. Fireplace is loaded. Let's eat the apple before it goes bad. Oops. Boom. Throw that guy on there. Make the house reek like fish. Looks like we're calling it just in time, too. Looks like there's a storm coming. I wonder if we have enough stuff to make a door. I don't think so. Oh, we do. Let's make a door. There we go. 19 protein out of that. It's actually not going to be too bad. That's not terrible. It's a pretty good jump. Not bad for that little fish. Some of them get really big. You can actually fillet them, and you get a couple pieces of meat. All right. Well, there we go. We have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. I know it wasn't as entertaining. Like I said, I think what I'm going to do is spend day 5 and 6 gathering a bunch of resources. So when I come back to you on day 7, I think we're going to be able to have some fun. So I will catch you guys in the next one.